Morning guys, this is Dr. Cool Auto Fix. In today's video I'm going to be teaching you how to test a coolant temperature sensor using a thermometer, using a multimeter. But either ways you can actually test it using a thermometer, but that's a different situation. I think it's going to be easier for you, more beneficial for you to actually use a multimeter to test it than using a thermometer. So let's go ahead, but though thermometer is cheaper. First of all, locate the coolant temperature sensor of your car, which most often times can come in the upper radiator holes and the down radiator holes. So you want to trace it and find it, because most times it come in two and they are all the same. So if you have two pins here, it will have two pins here, and this is very much easier to test. So you can decide to test it on here or to uninstall it and hold it and test it. So if you choose to uninstall it, then go ahead. Some of them can just have a return clip, and some of them you need to find a tool which you're going to be using to actually loosen it up. So a flatter spanner which you want to use to lose it out. With most Toyota, Honda, you can use a combination 16mm to actually lose it up. So if you've got it like this, then let's go. Next thing, you want to get a rubber which you're going to boil a hot water into. But even without getting the hot water, you can still test it. But it is imperative to get a hot water which you're going to be using to take the readings as the temperature increases, so you can be able to know the difference, because this is a negative coefficient temperature sensor. Okay guys, in order to test this, you might need a cable like this, which you're going to be needing to connect with your multimeter in order not to do any mistake. So now, where did I get this? This is one of injectors connector. So you want to leave it with a wire like this and broke off the other one there. So this will fit perfectly into the 2-pin switch coolant temperature sensor. Or perhaps you want to find the wires of some other injectors or some other stuff you have in your car, and simply slot this pin in, and is a key on as soon as it gets in there. The reason there is because if you're using the multimeter, if you're using the probe here, you can touch each other, so you don't want to make any mess while trying to take the reading. So since for me I'm going to be using this one here, it's going to be a lot faster. So let me get a hot water in here so we can be able to take a reading before and after submerging it into it. Okay, on the multimeter I want to switch it to ohm settings. All right, so I want to go ahead and plug it to this one. We have two, so I want to test it and see how many ohms we're going to be getting. Okay, this one read about 1.5, 1.4, 1.3, 2.2 ohms. Okay, let's take a look at the second one. It's connected. So I'll check 3.1. Wow, this can be very confusing. So the best way to find out now is to dip them in hot water and know which one is in good condition and which one is not. So here have a hot water here, so let me submerge this one that read 3000 3.2 ohms into it, and let's see if the temperature is gonna start, the readings is gonna start going down. The resistance, this is even 1.8. Come on. .7. So I think this one is the one that is bad. Let me go ahead and put it in this hot water. And you can see it going down. It's responding, is going down because it's going down. So technically speaking, this temperature sensor, coolant temperature sensor, is good. It's going down 500. That's why they call it a negative coefficient temperature thermistor. Okay, now let's check the second one. Okay, what do we have here? We have 1.6 as well. If the temperature sensor is not good, the reading shouldn't go down. Okay, this one is going down. Well, so the two of them are actually in a very good condition, and that is why I advise at the beginning of this very video here, maybe you shouldn't get that advice. You want to check your connectors, check the wirings, check if any of the pins are corroded, because most of the times these temperature sensors, coolant temperature sensors, could be good, but you have a wiring problem and the computer will report it since it's not getting the signal that the temperature sensor is bad, the coolant temperature sensor is bad. So guys, I hope you guys find this very helpful. Do subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up. I remain Dr. Cool Auto Fix. Catch you guys later. Bye for now.